It's Monday, August 7th, 2017. I'm your host, Sarah Mantle. We have a great show for you today. First up, we're going to chat with Superintendent of Schools, Meg Mayo-Brown. Then we'll meet the new Executive Director of the Barnstable Land Trust, Janet Milkman, for our Community Profile segment. And finally, we'll find out what's happening at Cape Cod Community College with Communications Director Michael Gross. All of that on this episode of Barnstable Today. But first, let's go ahead and get a look at today's top headlines. The Homelessness Committee will chat with a Barnstable County official at its meeting tonight. The committee invited Beth Albert, the director of Barnstable County Human Services. Albert will talk about the regional network on homelessness and other county programs that are dealing with that issue. The Homelessness Committee meets tonight at 6 in the Selectmen's Conference Room. Well, you can meet the new Hyannis Fire Chief during the Greater Hyannis Civic Association meeting tomorrow night. Chief Peter Burke will attend the meeting and give an update on the construction of the new fire station. Attendees will have the chance to ask Burke questions and get to know him a little better. The Greater Hyannis Civic Association meeting will be held tomorrow, Tuesday, August 8th at 7 at the Steamship Authority building. Regulatory Services Director Richard Scally will serve on a newly created state alcohol task force. State Treasurer Deb Goldberg convened that task force to deal with industry issues, to help improve state alcohol laws, and to make recommendations to elected officials. Scally was selected out of 130 candidates. We're going to learn more about that appointment during our interview with Scally on tomorrow's show. Well, a 15-year-old Marston's Mills resident is the youngest rider to ride the entire 194 miles of the Pan Mass Challenge over the weekend. We got to meet Summer last week on the show. Summer raised nearly $5,000 to participate in the ride. Congratulations, Summer. What an amazing achievement. Up next, we're going to chat with Superintendent of Schools, Meg Mayo-Brown. So Meg, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Very excited to chat with you. I want to talk a little bit about back to school because it's going to be here before we know it.
That's right. Yep.
What should parents and students be thinking about now before that crunch happens right before the beginning of school?
So I would say homework or summer reading, math assignments, particularly at the high school level. We know our high school students tend to be very busy in the summer, whether it's socializing or they have a job. I have a 15-year-old myself. I know you do. You have a high school student as well, and I tend to be on him about this time of year. Finish up your reading, finish up your math. So, and that goes for all of our students, elementary, BIS. So get that work done so that's not a stressful crunch in the last weekend.
Maybe give them a little reminder like, hey, how you doing on that summer reading?
Exactly.
Where are you on those math pages?
Yes, exactly.
Maybe time to really think about get started on those, because you don't want them to try and do that work in a week span, because that's just not really what you're looking for.
And it's stressful. So one of the strategies I used with my son is I had him sort of map it out. How many pages do you have to read? How many days are left before school opens? And let's strategize together. And I do hold them accountable for it. So I would encourage parents to have those conversations with their kids.
What is your staff doing at this point, trying to get ready for the beginning of school?
Yeah, so we finish up hiring around this time of year. We had a number of teachers retire, so we go through that process in the summer. Our facility staff is very busy doing a thorough cleaning of all of our buildings and classrooms. In general, it's just really, this tends to be a very busy time preparing for the opening of school. And let's not forget, students are back August 30th. That's when we open, and they'll come to school on Wednesday and Thursday. They're off Friday through Monday to enjoy the Labor Day weekend, and then we're back in full force.
But that's kind of a nice little introduction to the school year.
Yes.
Here. You got a couple days,
That's
but then
right.
you get a little break.
We ease
into school.
everybody back in. That's for sure. So, and I would also remind parents to check our calendar, because this year we have some additional half days for professional development. The first one is September 13th, and generally they're every month. We have a half day so that our teachers can engage in some additional professional learning. Education has changed so much. There's so much more we expect of our teachers in terms of their work with our students. So we want to be sure that we provide that time and maintain our excellence as a school system. So again, our homepage has the calendar on the left-hand side under quick links, just if parents can take a look at that and get a sense of what the school year looks like.
Wonderful. Very great advice, and I'm sure it's going to be here before we know it. I mean, we're going to snap our fingers and it'll be here. Can't believe how fast the summer goes.
Yes. And for all those people who think that teachers don't work in the summer, our teachers have been very busy. This is a time when they write curriculum and make some adjustments for the school year. So the entire staff has been very busy this summer.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for stopping by this morning and telling us everything we need to know. Maybe to give our kids a little nudge to get to that schoolwork. We really appreciate it, Meg.
Great. Thanks. Great to be here.
Our guest today, Superintendent of Schools, Meg Mayo-Brown.
Thanks for joining us, Janet. So let's talk a little bit about the Barnstable Land Trust, starting off with your mission.
We have been working with the community for over 34 years now to help protect the lands that are really important to us for all different kinds of reasons, for ecological reasons, to protect wildlife, to protect places where we want to walk and bike and ski, and to protect animal habitat, and also just our favorite places. So over the years, a lot of the land has been threatened by development, and when the community has stepped in and said, this is a place we want to protect, then we have the tools to be able to help them do that.
Especially because Cape Cod's ecosystem is so delicate, so that's great that people are noticing that and trying to preserve that. On top of that, so you're in your brand new position, or somewhat new. What's your background that led you to this new position?
The Barnstable Land Trust is a nonprofit organization, and that's my background. I've been working in nonprofit organizations in environment and energy for 30 years now, mostly in places not on Cape Cod, but I spent a lot of my growing up years here, and this place is so special to me. It's just a privilege to be back here working for a nonprofit. But I've worked in New York and Pennsylvania and Minnesota, and learned a lot along the way.
Those are a lot of different types of environments and ecosystems and habitats. You definitely have a very broad view of all the different types. That's awesome. In addition to that, what would you say that your role in the community is with the Barnstable Land Trust?
We are doing a couple of different things. Our role primarily has been in the past helping with land acquisition in those places, as I was describing, where the community wants to protect a property. And more going forward, in addition to protecting the last special places in Barnstable, in the town, we're also really looking to help the community and every village enjoy the properties. For example, in Katuitt, the Eagle Pond is our most visited property, and it's just a place where people meet to walk their dogs, to talk to friends, to teach their kids to fish, and we want to create that kind of special place in every village, sort of a signature place in every village. And they may not be doing exactly those things. For example, on Fuller Farm in Marston's Mills, we might encourage cross-country skiing or something else. But just like communities have libraries in every village, these places outdoors are really, really important for fun, for engagement, for interaction.
So that's great that each town or each village, you're trying to have these community areas that everyone can help participate and just have a fun time in nature, I guess you could say, right?
Right, right.
So addition to that, what other projects are you guys working on to help promote community awareness?
We do some education programming, some walks and talks. We have a number of those coming up, and they're all on our website, www.blt.org, BLT just like the sandwich. So we do all kinds of programming from sort of ecological walks and talks, learning about birds and flora and fauna, to foraging, what's growing on the ground that you can actually eat, and history. We do a historic walk for Hyannis, one for Barnstable. So whatever your interest is, you can probably find a fun thing to do with us on a Saturday or a weekday morning in the summer.
That's awesome. In addition to that, do you have any special upcoming events that people can attend or look forward to on your website?
Yes, I think we have 4 upcoming walks, from Sandy Neck to Crocker Neck.
Oh, okay.
And they're all there. They're all open to the public. Most of them are free. And we just really love to have people come and enjoy themselves on the land that they help protect.
That's great. Well, for more information, you can check out the Barnstable Land Trust. And thank you so much, Janet Milkman, for being with us today.
Thanks, Megan.
So Nina, it has been a very busy summer, I'm sure, for you guys. Let me check in a little bit and see how the ORV trail is doing on Sandy Neck Beach.
Yeah, so it's been an up and down summer weather-wise. So what's happening right now is we have a few lovely days, and it's jam-packed out there. And then, of course, as you know, we've had some rainy days as well. But we do have 2 miles of glorious beach available right now, and I'm anticipating being able to open some more relatively soon. So 2 miles is quite a bit. It's got a really good summer, and we're hoping folks will keep coming on down, especially this weekend. It's supposed to be quite lovely.
I love heading to Sandy Neck Beach. Went to Bodfish Beach not too long ago, and while I was there, I did experience some greenhead flies, a couple little bites there. Is there anything we can do to prevent that, Nina?
Yes, there is one thing, and that is time, because the greenheads only, the majority of the greenheads live in the life cycle of the first full moon in July to the first full moon in August. So we are getting to the end of the greenhead flies, which is fantastic because they're bad on the beach, but they're even worse by the Great Marsh, which is, of course, where our office is. So we are looking forward to August 7th, which is the next full moon. That's when the vast majority of the greenheads will be done with their life cycle.
Wow.
And then August, and then they have been holding people back. Not just the weather, but the greenheads in July are a little tough, particularly on those really hot July days. So, and there's nothing that I know of that works to repel them. So we are expecting a beautiful weekend, and the end of that, and August, September, October, as you know, are really the best beach days. It's going to just be a really nice end of the summer once those flies go away and once we're able to open more beach. So I'm definitely inviting people to come on down. We're still selling off-road vehicle stickers. The permits do become a reduced rate after Labor Day, so we will reduce the rate on the Tuesday after Labor Day, just to make sure everybody can get out there, and those fees go down quite a bit.
Now, if you get that sticker after Labor Day for that reduced rate, how long are they good?
Yeah, so the permits are good till April 15th of next year,
All right.
So if you have a permit right now, it's good till next year. And then if you purchase a what we call seasonal permit or after Labor Day permit, that will also be good till April 15th of 2018. So that gets you the whole fall, much of the winter, and then just a little bit of the spring before we have those stickers renew.
And I have to say, I think heading to Sandy Neck in the off season when it's not so busy is probably my favorite thing to do. So really a bargain there for the beach stickers. I want to ask you too, are you inviting a WCOD to Sandy Neck?
Yeah, so we had COD of all days. We had them out there on July 25th, which was Dan and Stephanie did their morning show out of Sandy Neck. And of all days, it was like this windy, rainy, just miserable day. And they hunkered down in the lifeguard shack and spoke mostly to Donna Bragg, the lovely Donna Bragg, our operations supervisor at Sandy Neck. She fielded a ton of questions from them. I was busy on the beach with campers that had gotten in trouble with the high tides. So COD is coming back. They're going to do the same program, the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Program out of Sandy Neck. Hopefully it'll be a nice day. Hopefully they can be outside, and that date is August 24th, which I believe is a Thursday.
That is so exciting, Nina.
Yeah, so they'll be back out there. Certainly come on by, swing on by. We're going to be feeding them. We're going to be talking up Sandy Neck, giving the folks at large, like you and I do, Sarah, like telling them more about Sandy Neck than just at Arfo Beach. There's so much going on.
There really is.
And it's just really fun to get the word out about, the trails and the bird watching and the
cranberries
and all the things that people don't know about.
Yeah, and those cranberries, I have to say, Sandy Neck is probably one of the most special places. How much equipment do they need to go live from the beach? It seems like that'd be a pretty big production.
Yeah, right. So so they do all right. Obviously, power and then data, which we have up there, and Wi-Fi. We have all that available for the Wi-Fi. So they seem to do all right. There was a couple of technicians. There was a child. One of their children was asleep in the lifeguard shack. I mean, it was definitely like a group of people were there to make this happen. I was really surprised that they were able to do it like that. And like I said, it was just a miserable day of all days. I mean, cold. A cold day in July. So I am hoping to give them more of a Sandy Neck experience, but they loved it. They still loved it, and they still wanted to come back.
I'm sure. I do not doubt it for a second. I think that my favorite days are the days when we get sent to Sandy Neck to cover some news item or chat with you about all of the great things on Sandy Neck. So I'm going to cross my fingers for you. Hope you guys have a really great day, and it'll be interesting to hear that. I'll have to tune in.
Awesome. I hope you do, and I hope we come up with a reason to get you out there soon, too, as well, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks, Nina. Really appreciate chatting with you and look forward to chatting with you again in the near future.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. You as well. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Our guest today, Sandy Neck Beach Park Manager, Nina Coleman. Joining me now live on the phone, I welcome Cape Cod Community College Communications Director Michael Gross. Michael, how are things at the college?
I tell you, it's a busy time. People may think that this is the doldrums of summer in which everybody is at the beach and enjoying some ice cream, but I'll tell you, it's very, very busy around here. And in fact, one of the things to sort of alert the public about is that we certainly want you to come here and get ready for classes. We certainly want people to enroll, but when you come this week, maybe the word is come to campus very carefully. We've been doing an awful lot of physical upgrades around our entrance area. There's beautiful new cement access for handicapped access up into the campus, brand new handicapped parking spaces as you enter the campus. There's an awful lot of yellow tape around as this cement dries, and we ask the public to be careful. But as they enter even more, we're about to start a project this week that will completely pave our ring road. Now, I realize the public goes, wow, paving is exciting. Well, you need to understand that a campus built in 1971, anytime you can get some really good upgrades, that's kind of an exciting time. We're actually going to be all week long, as you come into campus, you're going to encounter a machine that is chewing up that pavement. Ultimately, by Friday, they believe we'll start to put new pavement down. But this is just a week to kind of be a bit careful as you're coming in and walking around. Ultimately, the good news is it's all going to be beautiful, but this is kind of that messy construction week, shall we say.
Yeah, you never get anywhere without a little pain, right?
I guess that's the truth. But it really is wonderful. I mean, it's been quite some time that something like this has been done. And if you can imagine, we think about 10,000 people on campus every day when we're in session. And if you can imagine how many cars that is, how many times they're coming in and out, we really pound up that pavement. So it's great to see new coming.
Tell me, I think you have some new staff joining Cape Cod Community
We do.
College.
You know, this is this is that time when we get things set up for new people. We've had a number of retirements. People, of course, have been with us for quite some time. But it's great. Amy Bono joins us in our business department as an accountant. She's going to be teaching financial accounting courses. She's been over at Bay State College. She's been an adjunct at Bridgewater State University. We're very excited to have her join us. We have a specialist in cybersecurity. The campus is really going to begin a push in the IT, information technology area, in cybersecurity. We've had a wonderful faculty member beginning it, and now we have Lewis joining us. Lewis, is a real specialist. He's certified as an ethical hacker. We hear about all the terrible people trying to get into our identity. Well, Lewis is certified as an ethical hacker, and he will be teaching cybersecurity for us, teaching how to monitor accounts and protect people's networks. Very, very excited to bring a real specialist in and to join Andy Lyons that has been doing just a great job. And we have Tyler Daniels coming in to teach science and the art of communication. We've had a retirement in our communications area. This individual has been an adjunct in digital media at Newman University, communication studies at Shanty University. He's really amazing. Been down at Delaware County Community College. He really understands community college students and is teaching communications for us. And we have two nurses. You know, we're expanding our nursing program. We're in the midst of completing the complete renovation of our nursing laboratory, and two nursing instructors coming with us. Audrey Kilcoyne is going to be teaching in it, as well as Sadie Kinahan is joining our evening nursing program. We have a day nursing program, and I'm not sure the public's as familiar with an evening nursing program in which usually individuals who are working in the healthcare industry and in other levels who want to become nurses actually can't come during the day, so they come to take nursing courses at night. And we have a very active night nursing program. So those are just some of the people. There are more here. It's just a busy time to bring people on and get ready for the new fall semester, which begins that first day after Labor Day. So it's on September the 5th. So it's coming real quickly.
Yeah, coming up quick. I want to talk to you, too, about dual enrollment. I know individuals who are attending high schools here, even in Barnstable, have the opportunity to take some classes at the college.
They really do. People hear about early college, and there's an awful lot of buzz, and the state is really trying to promote early college, and that is when you come to us full-time as a high school student and get credit for both high school and college credits at the same time. But you're on our campus full-time. You're able to go back in the afternoons and participate in all of your extracurricular activities in high school, but that's early college. But we actually have more students who are here in dual enrollment, and what it means is they're enrolled full-time in their high school, and they come and take a course or two with us during the day, and those courses, of course, credit both high school and college. But it's dual enrollment. We have an information session this Thursday, this week, from 3 to 4 o'clock. And there are students, and I know there are parents out there who want to learn a bit about, well, how does this work? How does my student get to you? How do the credits transfer back? But we have easily well over 100, and I suspect it's more than that, high school students who are taking college credits here at the same time they are full-time enrolled in their high school.
You
and
know,
so
really,
dual enrollment's very important.
Really important program, I think, especially to save some money for
significant
students.
money.
So thank you so much for joining us, Michael, telling us everything we need to know about Cape Cod Community College. We really appreciate it.
More next week. Thanks.
Sounds good. Look forward to chatting
Bye-bye.
with you then. Bye-bye. Our guest today, Cape Cod Community College Communications Director Michael Gross. Now let's find out what's happening around town in today's community calendar. The Coastal Explorer will be in Bismore Park tomorrow for visitors to get a unique opportunity to learn about Cape Cod's coastal environment. That's happening from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Are you in for some a cappella? Well, Cape Harmony and the all-girl a cappella group will be performing at the Federated Church in Hyannis every Monday at 7:30 throughout the summer. For more information and for other places they sing outside the town of Barnstable, you can visit the Cape Harmony website. Today, the Rec Commission will meet at 5:30. That's taking place in the Town Hall hearing room. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to be back tomorrow with another great show. On tomorrow's show, we'll check in with Chief of Police Paul McDonald and chat with DPW Director Dan Santos and so much more. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.